Hey there guys, this is Ultragrunt, and this is going to be like a reflective video on my channel for 2014. I did one of these for 2013 and I thought I'd just do another one again, because it's kind of cool to look back on some of the stuff that's happened. And this year has been a fair amount of stuff that's happened with my channel, so I think it's worth talking about and reflecting on. And I'm also going to be talking about some of my favourite moments from this year as well, which includes some of my favourite videos that I've put out, because there's been a lot of fun videos I've put out I'm really happy with, and I look back on them and still laugh when I see them. So, and in the background there'll be some Battlefield 4 gameplay, which I recorded earlier today. So, let's get right into this. So, this is going to be shorter than last year. Last year I think it ended up being about 40 minutes long. This I'm going to make it a bit shorter. I won't go over every single individual little detail that's gone on with my channel, like numbers and everything. But it's worth pointing out that this year my channel went from... well, it passed 300, 400 and 500 subscribers this year, which was pretty amazing to me because I didn't actually expect that to happen. Especially with the speed my channel's grown over the past, since the start. So it's kind of cool that it's almost doubled in 1 year. In subscriber amount. So thank you all for subscribing, because it's really awesome that so many people have seen a video at one point and decided to subscribe because of it. And hopefully you stick around. Try and keep you entertained as much as I can. Besides that, other things to talk about. Last year I set a goal of reaching 1,000 videos. I didn't actually manage that. I think I'm in 950 something. I don't know at this moment in time. So I kind of fell short of that, but it's alright. Again, the same thing happened last year where around September, October time I ended up having to go back to university, and that sort of killed my my productivity as far as videos go. So I've not been able to get as many out as I wanted. And I've not been able to work on as many as I wanted to. But let's look at some of the other positive things that happened this year anyway. This year I put out some of my favourite Let's Plays I've done so far. I didn't do a whole lot of them, but I feel the ones I put out this year have been some of my favourites to do. Like Hitman Blood Money was a lot of fun to do, even though there was a bit of a break during it, which couldn't have been helped. But I'm glad I did that one. That was a lot of fun to do. We finally managed to finish Duke Nukem 3D, the co-op playthrough I did. That took way too long, and I'm glad that's finally over with. It's nice to have something finished that's been incomplete for so long. We also started Fallout 3 this year, which has been a lot of fun to start recording. I mean, I'm really enjoying playing that blind. We also started F-Zero GX this year, which has been great to do because it still probably is one of the hardest games I've ever beaten in my life, and it's still challenging to me to this day. I'm glad I can actually share that one on YouTube. Unfortunately, YouTube likes to destroy the quality of those videos, but yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping to have that finished though in a couple of weeks, within the next few weeks, because it's been kind of due to be finished. So we're going to be finishing that soon. And yeah, overall this year I've started going into more of the PC side of games. Since I got... well, last year, towards the end of last year, I bought a PC, a custom PC, and built it myself and made it for PC gaming. And then I upgraded it earlier in the year. Since then I've been playing a lot more PC games. A lot of videos have been put out recently, especially last 6 months, have been mainly PC games, whether they're one-off videos or if they're just parts of other series. It's just been cool to put those out. I don't want it to detract away from my focus of there being Let's Plays on my channel, but at the end of the day I'm putting out things that I'm having fun with doing, so it's always cool to do those. Some other good things that happened this year is I finally got out some music. It's about time as well. As far as music goes, I did a Fallout 3 theme song cover, which was the first piece I put up since 2009. In 2009 I actually got my channel taken down for doing tons of guitar covers, and that's when YouTube was getting hit hard by like Warner Music Group and stuff. So my original channel actually got taken down because of that. This is the first time I've put up something since then music related. So I did the Fallout 3 cover theme. I did Powering Through as well, or Armor Karma, whatever you want to call it. It was my first original piece of music I've put up on YouTube, as well as on Bandcamp. And that's the first song that I set off my Bandcamp as well. This year I plan to have a lot more music coming out. I've got a lot of music I'm currently recording now and working on. That's actually why some of my videos have been delayed recently, because I've been making music for some of my videos. So like the Armor and DayZ videos, for example, I've been making a lot of music towards them. And I'm trying to make at least one new song per each of those videos. So you can expect more stuff in the future on Bandcamp. It won't just be pure rock. There'll be like other mixtures of things like ambient music and soundtrack style music. So just keep an eye out for more music if you're enjoying music. There'll also be some more game song covers as well, like the Fallout 3 one. I've got a few planned for this year. I don't know if I'm going to set any targets for this year, because I'm kind of happy with how my channel is at the moment, so I guess we'll just see how it goes. See if the channel grows, see what series and videos come out. I've got plenty of games to play through, got plenty of new games to play through, and old games as well. So there's plenty to come on the channel, and I'm always open to requests. I mean, Hitman Blood Money was originally a request taken back in 2011, I think, and so was Fallout 3, which was like a friend James and Joel. They forced me to do it, and I'm glad they did because I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I'm always open to requests for new videos or games to play on my channel. I've also been doing a lot of streams this year, which has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed doing streams. I wish I could do them more often, but it just always depends on how I feel and what time of night I'm deciding to get on and play games. So, one of the other things as well is this year I've met a lot of people through YouTube, which has been really awesome. Actually, I'll go into the people I've met while I'm talking about my favourite videos from this year. So let's go and talk about my favourite videos first. So, some of my favourite videos off the top of my head that I put out this year. I think one of the ones that sticks out straight away for me is the Amtrak of Freedom video, which was on Battlefield 3. Me and my friends all got Battlefield 3 in the Humble Bundle at the time. It was either a Humble Bundle or they were giving it away for free on Origin. And like me and like Chog Rocker and our other friends just grabbed Battlefield 3 and just played it all night when it was free. Like, that's how the Amtrak video came out. I was just recording footage for potential like clips for another Shadowplay style video, and we ended up just getting in this Amtrak at the start of one of the matches and just charging through everything, just steamrolling the enemy using this Amtrak, and it was just hilarious. We were having such a good time with it, and I'm so glad I was recording that and not just relying on Shadowplay clips, because that was just such an awesome time. That's definitely one of my favourite videos I've ever done, I think. Another one of my favourite videos I put out this year was possibly the very last one of Hitman, because the final video of Hitman Blood Money was a lot of fun to do, because I was trying to do that final level over and over again, and you could see how I was progressing and getting better on it, and it was really fun to keep going through it, especially with like how often I was getting killed in the stupidest ways on that mission. And it was hilarious just showing off how to kill the final guy using the stairs instead of actually shooting him. I was happy that I managed to show that off. I'm still kind of annoyed I couldn't show it off the way I wanted it to, but it was still fun to show off, and I'm glad I got a chance to. Another one of my favourite videos is the first episode of Yorkshiremen of the Apocalypse I did, which was a DayZ video. That again, this is like around the time that a bunch of my friends got DayZ in the Steam sale during the summer, and we had such a good experience. Like we just travelled to the airfield, collected all this loot, went to the airfield, and then like we got into this huge firefight, and there was so many people fighting each other in the distance. it was such a good experience, and like we were just all on adrenaline because it was about 3 in the morning, and we hadn't seen the action all night, so it was just hilarious. And it was fun to be like kind of a leader in all of that because of I was probably the most experienced on the game at the time out of the 5 of us, and that was a lot of fun that night. And I'm glad I recorded that as well. I think I recorded that originally just because of the Amtrak of Freedom video that I did. Just thinking, you know what, that first time was awesome on Battlefield 3, you know, I'll do it on DayZ with these guys. And that's what came about from it. My other favourite videos, I'd say the whole of F-Zero GX as a whole, because there was so many really tough challenges for me to get through in that series. And I'm still not done with it now, but it's such a fun game and such a hard game. But it's so rewarding when you can actually beat something. You always feel like you've really beat something challenging. It's always fun to go back and go through those trophies and some of the hard chapters I've done in the story mode. And in the final video that I can think of that I really liked was the Battle for Novo video I did. That was also on other people's channels too. And this is what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about actually meeting people. This is where I met a whole lot of people, and they're all awesome people I've met, so it's been really fun to hang out with them. Basically, the Battle of Novo video was this event that was hosted by the Casual Shenanigans gaming crew, which it involved 3 teams of the CSG guys and also like fans and community members and stuff, all like fighting over the big town hall, I should say. I mean, whoever got to the top first and cooked a steak on a campfire first won. And it just ended up being this huge bloodbath, and it was so much fun. So, like, there was 2 huge teams, and then there was one smaller team called the Pantsless Wonders, and that's the one I was on. And that's where I met Joel for the first time, and also Jacob, who you've seen in a few videos. They're both awesome people. So many other cool people, like I've hung out with, like Reese, you've seen in a couple of the videos that I've done. I also met, because of that, Evil Viking 13, Germ Gaming, Debbie, James, and Yoshi. And they're all really awesome people to hang out with as well. And since that event, I've like hung out with them a few times and played armor missions with them. A lot of those armor videos I'm putting up at the moment involve their missions that they make, as well as I played Payday with them as well, and DayZ with them, and it's just been fun. Other people I have met as well this year, who are all pretty cool people, are I have met Kanan, who is a really nice guy. There's Heretic as well. He makes some cool slow-mo videos. There's also Steven, who's really cool. Spec Ops, Ben, and also Mr. Walrus. If you watch the Filthy Casuals video, he's the guy who revives me after I get run over by our friendly LAV. So guys, I think that's going to do it for this time. I don't want to make this end up being like my last one where it was too long. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Please check out my Twitch channel, which will be in the description, and possibly on screen if I remember. Also check out my Twitter for updates. I'd say check out my Facebook, but I barely use it. And I'll also get a better microphone at some point this year. A really nice one. Thanks everyone. See you all later.